After riding for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half tops, I put it back on the truck, took it back home, let it sit for like a week. Cylinder flooded with fuel. Everything is just soaked in fuel. While I wait for the carburetor rebuild kit to get here today, I'm going to replace the front brake shoes. Alright, I really should just get a motorcycle lift, but this is what I have to work with. 2 ratchet straps going up to the beam, and then a jack to take the load off of the garage. Can now get into this front brake and see what's going on in there. Got the wheel off. It's just one axle nut and then a few things that hold it on, and then this just slides right out. But looking at this brake pad, it doesn't appear to be in terrible condition. I mean, there's still brake pad on it. It's extremely smooth, but I don't know, maybe the material is just way too old now to function. I don't know. If you've never replaced a brake shoe, this is about as simple as they come. They aren't very difficult. There are some special tools to do it, but you really don't need them. Most of the time you can get by with a pair of pliers. Definitely want to wear gloves for this, because having one of those things, having a spring like hit your finger hurts a lot. So you can actually, I think this one might just be able to spread this one apart, I think. Yep, there we go. So now just remember the orientation of the springs before you pull it off, and how the pads are. Obviously the round one goes on the top because that's stationary, and this little paddle is what actually turns it. So not too difficult. Figured while I was in there, I'd just shine the rim up a little bit. It's actually pretty good chrome on some parts of it, but this side is not so good. It's extremely pitted. But you know, that's fine because it's an old bike and I just want to fix it up. I don't want to restore it. Alright, brake pad replaced. Bearings are packed with grease. The rim is cleaned. It's not a completely true rim, but I don't think I have ever had any two-strokes with a true rim. Now I just gotta adjust it, and then hopefully it'll stop. Since I've done a million carburetor rebuilds on this channel, I'm not gonna include it, so we're just gonna say it's done, and hopefully the bike runs. I have no idea where I left off last in the video because it's been a few days since I have worked on this bike, but I finally figured out why it's doing whatever it is doing. Basically, the float jack got stuck down, so it was just filling everything up with fuel. What I realized is, after looking at this gold bike, over here, the point gap I set way bigger than factory, and that explains why it was kicking back whenever I'd push it, because it would spark on the decel when the piston was going down rather than once it hits the top. It's not supposed to spark when it goes down. So that's why I almost broke my foot. But so I set it, according to the internet, don't believe what you read on the internet, I set it at 1.8 millimeters. That is huge for for a point gap. That is just massive. It's supposed to be 0.018 inches. That is a heck of a lot smaller. It's probably like 3 times smaller. I don't know, whatever. The measurements go back and forth there. But so I got that right, and now the bike finally runs. So we'll start it up. I do have the baffle out just because I was draining fuel out, and it was just a lot easier not having that in, and I haven't put it back in yet, but it will go in. Let's see how this starts. Two kicks. Two actual kicks, one compression kick. Time to get this back wheel off. I'm sure there's an appropriate tool for this, but I just like to throw a screwdriver through this side so that you have a handle, and you just go to the other side. Obviously I sprayed everything with WD-40 first just to loosen any 50-year-old junk up. Shouldn't be too tight. Yeah, there we go. Then there's spacers on either side of this. I think this one may have one, but some bikes may have two, I don't know. But do not forget where the spacer goes, because very crucial. Well, I didn't realize it, but it appears I got sent two front brake shoe kits. So that kind of sucks, but this has plenty of brake pad left on it. I mean, the brake worked great. I just wanted to go in and replace it. That should last quite a bit longer. I'll just keep that in mind that I'll need to replace that. But while I'm in here, I may as well clean all the surface up and clean the hub too and everything that's dirty. So the bike isn't perfectly level, so that'll look kind of weird, but this is kind of what I'm looking for. There's no sounds, there's no creaking, the chain goes straight, same with the wheel, no issues. Yeah, polished it up a little bit, and that back rim looks rather nice. A lot shinier than it was. Too bad I didn't take a before and after. Very good on the toe. guys, that'll be the end of this video. If you liked it, consider subscribing, sticking around, liking, commenting, whatever you guys like to do. Hopefully gonna get these bikes out on the trails here soon. I know this gold bike runs great right now. The green bike runs good as of this moment. Who knows what'll happen to that thing. See you in the next one.